Hello everyone and good morning from White Point Beach in San Pedro. My name's Amber, I'm the president of the Marine Mammal Care Center, and if you're up this early, you get a special fun surprise to watch with us. We have two very important patients going back into their ocean home today. These were unfortunate human interaction entanglement cases. We have one animal that you all know probably pretty well, and he was wrapped in this packing strap that you can see here, wrapped very tightly around his neck, that formed a very severe collar of scar tissue and an open wound. It was causing him to become very malnourished, and he's since been given all the special MMCC TLC. This has obviously been removed and had a chance to heal, and he's gained a lot of extra weight. So he's ready to go back home today. He's ready and waiting right now. We have a second entanglement patient that we're releasing at the same time. These are both males. One is an adult and one's a subadult. This other patient was also the unfortunate victim of an interaction with fishing gear. Well, you can see here, this is very unusual. This is not the typical type of fishing gear that we see an animal entangled in. This is a metal line, which would obviously carry a significant amount of weight. So I don't know what they would be fishing for with this, but this hook, and we had to actually cut it off to extract it, was embedded in his flipper and had to be removed, and then the line was entangled around the flipper, and he also had another hook that was in his mouth that was similar to this. So this poor guy, both these animals were in Marina del Rey. They were rescued by our partner Marine Animal Rescue. The packing strap animal that you're about to see go back out into the ocean was actually tracked by Marine Animal Rescue for over 2 years. They saw this animal in this packing strap and had to follow him. He was very skittish, very afraid of humans, which, you know, is normal behavior, but I think particularly because he was so badly injured and had such a deep wound, he just didn't want anyone near him, was very uncomfortable. They were finally able to capture him and bring him in to get our care. He went under anesthesia to potentially be evaluated for a type of surgery that we do at MMCC to release the scar tissue that's around his neck, and they decided that he actually had enough room to grow there upon further examination, and so he wasn't given that procedure, but we think he's going to do very well now that he's been taken care of. So let's let this guy go out into his wild ocean home. You'll see we are at a different part of the beach, and a lot of times we're way back. A lot of times people ask, like, why do you release them on a rocky beach? And I want to address that. First of all, these animals are adapted to live out on the rocks. So this is their normal habitat. This is their normal environment. It's not uncomfortable for them. Don't think of yourself out flopping on the rocks. But also, we're releasing them in the safest possible location at a beach where there aren't a bunch of surfers in the water and there aren't a ton of people that are watching nearby. And unfortunately, in LA County, all of our beaches are pretty well occupied by human beings. So during the summer seasons and the warm months, we have to find beaches like this where we can safely release our animals. So thank you so much for your support, and enjoy watching these beautiful animals get freedom back to their ocean home. Let's all do better to try to take care of these animals. You know, eliminate single-use plastics and packaging plastics, and work to advocate for that, as well as sustainable fishing practices. Okay, so, and this is a perfect example of what happens with humans on the beaches. There's someone with their dog that's swimming in the water right now. So I'm going to go over there and try to talk to him about pulling his dog out. He's obviously not on a leash. That kind of interaction could be dangerous for our animals and also for the dog. These are, you know, adult and subadult male sea lions, and so you definitely want to keep your distance from these animals. And let me go see if I can do it. handled. He's putting the dog in the car, so I think we should be okay. But yeah, obviously keep your distance from these animals on the beach, respect the wildlife, respect their space. You know, we've got amazing cameras that have a zoom now, so please keep a safe distance from these animals when you see them on the beach. But okay, let's do it, yeah. We got this, buddy. The dogs are trying to chase him. There he goes! Yay! He made it! Oh, this guy was like really special to me and special to all of us at the center. I think there's something about these animals that come in because of human interaction that are just ultra heartbreaking. Obviously, you know, when you see this animal's wound when he first came in, he was just so distressed. He was emaciated. He just was so distrusting of any sort of human that got anywhere near him. And I hope, you know, obviously we don't want him approaching human beings, but I hope we've restored everyone's faith a little bit in humanity here. And, you know, whatever you guys can do to try to reduce your consumption of single-use plastics and advocate for a reduction by as many organizations and companies as we possibly can in using this kind of stuff, it is going to make a real significant difference for marine life if we can get this plastic out of the ocean and stop putting more in there. So our next guy is up. We're just loading him down now. These are big adult and sub-adult patients, so they weigh hundreds of pounds, so it is quite the endeavor to get them out there. And hopefully when we release this other guy, he might join his friend out there together. But yeah, as I said at the beginning, this is going to be the patient that was entangled in this fishing line. And like I said, and this is a very large hook here, that was removed from his flipper, went all the way through and had to be cut in order to extract it. And then we've got this metal fishing line, which is very unusual. Typically, you know, we see just a typical plastic fishing line, but you know, this obviously is used to catch something pretty heavy, pretty substantial. I'm not sure what, but this line was also entangled and the animal had a similar hook in its mouth. So you know, possibly someone grabbed a hold of this animal at some point and tried to reel him in. But he came into us, we took care of him, and obviously sustainably sourcing your seafood is the best thing that you can do, or just reducing your seafood or eliminating your seafood consumption altogether. But education is the most important thing, and I always try to advocate for, you know, being imperfectly sustainable. And the, you know, more you can eliminate, every day is a new choice, and you get to make a decision to hopefully choose better. And anytime you can eliminate your consumption of seafood, it's going to help benefit the animals, the marine life out there that rely on fish as their primary source of nutrition, like our animals do. And it's going to help them from being entangled in this type of apparatus. And you know, obviously that's a pretty substantial fish hook there that guy had embedded in his flipper as well as in his mouth. So here he is. We got him down and ready, and we're gonna let him join his fellow packing strap recovery friend. You ready? I'm ready. And he let out a nice bark when he jumped out. I've actually never had one do that. So, you know, he's figuring it out. These guys raced right down to the ocean, which is great, but they're kind of swimming around like, hey, where are we? Because their regular home was in Marina Del Rey, so they're not so sure, but hopefully they will find their way to a comfortable home. And thank you so much for supporting our work. We appreciate it. You know, your donations are what enables us to do this critical life-saving work. So please continue to support us. The easiest way you can do that right now is actually by texting the word SEAL to the number 80888. Again, text the word SEAL, SEAL, to the number 80888, and that will allow you to donate directly to us. Or of course you can check out our website for more information on other ways you can support us, or if you want to join our team, and that's mmccla.org. mmccla.org. Thank you all for joining us, and have an amazing day.